This is my audience, Mason and Sheena, and I'm Sutton. Walking through a convenience store looking for a refreshment after you fill up gas and fill up your tank. And then all of a sudden a masked man walks into the store. What do? Gun control does nothing to prevent gun-related crime whatsoever. And the demand for gun control is very outrageous, and it hinders the possibility of protection in particular circumstances such as the convenience store situation. According to John Stossel's report on ABC 2020, when Washington, D.C. banned firearms in 1990, my graph's kind of small, but you can see as the murder rate inclined quite a bit compared to the United States overall murder rate. And obviously when they were, lightened up the gun control issues, it started declining. Many advocates of firearms believe that having a firearm on you at all times can help for protection, because you can be in that situation and if that guy ever comes up to you or that situation, which is very unlikely, that you have an actual chance. It's just like taking care of your body, just for future reference, like you don't want to become ill. The healthier you are, less likely you become ill. And there's actually some statutes in a city called Kennesaw, Georgia. It requires that all households possess a firearm, which actually resulted in a decrease in crime. And just because of the fact that every person or a criminal knew that everyone had a firearm in their house, which made it, their job more dangerous. They wouldn't want to go in and get shot by some old lady with a double barrel. The reduction of in the instatement of ordinance in the Kennesaw only backs the assumption that a firearm can help a situation, whether it be protection or just home security. And there are many problems with firearms. Anything can be a problem in the wrong hands, especially when people can obtain them legally. It's really according to William Krauss, from 1993 to 98, firearm-related deaths decreased by an average rate of 5% annually, for an overall decrease of 27%. And there is actual no crime in gun-friendly states, or no more crime than in gun-friendly states than there is in states that ban pistols and other firearms. And you can't keep firearms out of the reach of high-risk individuals. They find ways around it no matter if it's legal or not. They don't give a crap. They'll do whatever they can to make a buck quick. And according to John Stossel again, on another episode of 2020 regarding the gun control issue, this episode is called "Gun Control Should Be Outlawed." This video just backs the idea that if people are armed, they can feel safe and people can protect themselves when the psychos who do illegally obtain firearms and decide to start shooting up a coffee shop or a school and and so on and so forth. Gun control statutes lack the oversight, and it really just tells me and other sensible person that it is very ineffective, because like I said earlier, people can obtain firearms very easily, whether it be legal or illegal. It just makes it more a secretive process. Gun control legislation is really a waste of time, in my opinion, and according to all the statistics I've looked at, people will and can obtain anything if it's illegal. And according to James Agresti, on June 26, 2008, the Supreme Court made a landmark ruling upholding the right of individuals to bear arms for hunting and for self-defense, despite all attempts that are made to crush and remove the right to bear arms, whether it be for anything. And the NRA, which is the National Rifle Association, for whom you don't know, and they also conclude that individuals not in the military have a right to bear arms, as long as they do so for military purpose, which kind of seems kind of scary if you think about it. But the gun control is a very touchy issue, and the biggest issue is self-defense, according to these statistics. 34% of criminals have been scared off, shot at, wounded, or captured by an armed victim, and 40% have actually decided not to commit a crime because they knew or believed that the victim was carrying a gun, 69%. And 69% personally knew other criminals who had been scared off, shot at, or even wounded and captured by an armed victim. So it really is deterring the crime. And that was a survey actually done through 11 state penitentiaries across the nation. And although it is a touchy message, it still needs to be addressed, whether you oppose or you're for gun control. But all I really know is that it has little effect on crime, and it is very hard for some to believe, which is kind of scary because you feel like the government can't do much for you, but they're there. And my main point is now you know that gun control doesn't affect crime. Anything can be turned sour in the wrong hands, and gun control legislation is quite a waste of time.